Hello there everybody, it's Mafdominus, and today we're going to be reading some SML Fanfiction! You guys just love to watch me get tortured, don't you? For those of you who are uninitiated, fanfiction is a collection of original stories made by fans. It's usually based off an IP, so you can't sell these type of stories because they're based off copyrighted work. Otherwise, you'll get sued for copyright. So, a fanfiction is usually posted online. It doesn't even have to be written fanfiction. It could be a webcomic, or it can even be a fan film. Technically, the Map Super Mario Logan movie is a fanfiction because it's based off SML, and it's interpreted in my own original story. Simply put, original stories that otherwise are not canon to the main stuff, but they're pretty fun to explore. A fanfiction could explore a whole variety of different ideas, and there's a lot of good fanfiction out there, but fanfiction tends to get a bad reputation because of the things that fans want to do to their favorite fictional characters. You can see why fanfiction tends to get a bad reputation. And considering SML has a very childish fandom, and even SML itself can be very, very bad, imagine what the fanfiction has to offer. So we're going to be reading some SML fanfiction because you guys just love to see me get tortured. We're going to be going on Wattpad. Now, Wattpad has a reputation for being where a lot of amateurish fanfiction and the lowest quality of fanfiction can be found. A lot of different fanfiction sites usually have rules and standards on what can be posted, so a lot of good fanfiction tends to go on those kinds of places. But the bad fanfiction, the most amateurish, the most terribly written, low-quality, badly grammared fanfiction can be found on Wattpad. So that's where we're gonna be going. Come with me, and you'll be in a world where I want to kill myself. Okay, so I'm on here, SML Stories, and already I'm starting to see stuff that makes me want to die. I wrote this when I was 12. Please stop reading this. Oh, you're basically inviting me to get it read because you know what they say, when she says no, she really means yes. Don't take this seriously, it was just a joke. Chapter 1, Sick Day. Today was the best day ever. Junior had woken up with a fever and he got to stay home from school sick. Junior was going to spend the whole day watching Doofy the Dragon, playing toys, and annoying Chef Pee-Pee. Junior ran out of his room and ran into the game room and sat on the bright red couch in front of the TV. That's a bunch of different ands there. Doofy didn't come on till 10:30 a.m. and it was only 9:20 a.m. so Junior decided to eat something while he waited for his show to come on. Junior ran into the kitchen. Chef Pee-Pee, Junior called. He found him over by the dishwasher, putting clean dishes away in the cabinets. What do you want? Chef Pee-Pee asked, annoyed. Well, I was wondering if you could make me something to eat, Junior replied. Sure, I guess, Chef Pee-Pee said. What do you want to eat? Fruity Pebbles in a Hawaiian Punch, Junior answered. Fine, Chef Pee-Pee said. Just go in the living room and play tours or something while you wait, so you're not bothering me. Junior ran to the game room and turned on the TV. He was just in time to watch the beginning of the Doofy episode. When the episode was over, Junior started laughing, but then his stomach started hurting. Junior quickly ran to the bathroom. He threw up all of the food he had eaten. Chef Pee-Pee, Junior yelled. I threw up! Chef Pee-Pee walked downstairs into the bathroom Junior was in. See, I told you were going to throw up, Chef Pee-Pee yelled. Junior stared as Chef Pee-Pee was yelling at him. Chef Pee-Pee's face began to blur, and the whole room did as well. And then Junior fell into darkness. Junior woke up in his room. His head hurt really bad. So bad that he couldn't even move his head. His vision adjusted, and he saw two people. I'm pretty sure he meant two as in, the number 2, but he spelled 2 wrong. It's a different kind of 2, actually. Standing at the end of his bed, it was his friends, Joseph and Cody. Guys, Junior said, why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be at school? Oh, school ended like an hour ago, Cody replied. We came here to check on you, and to give you your homework too. Dude, Chef Pee-Pee said you fainted this morning, said Joseph said. I did, Junior asked. I didn't think I did. I just remembered throwing up and falling to the floor. That's literally what fainting is, dude, Joseph said. Junior's vision began to blur again. Then he couldn't see anything. He tried rubbing his eyes, but his vision just got blurrier and blurrier. Guys, where'd you go? Junior asked. He couldn't see anything in the room. His face then fell on a soft pillow, and he fell into darkness once more. Okay, so far this story isn't too bad. It's very amateurish. There's a lot of misspellings and grammar errors, but I mean, it's not that bad. So let's get to the more cringier stuff, shall we? Oh god, Jody, Cody X Jr. I should probably explain this. When a fanfiction has an X and the two characters, like Cody X Jr. for example, it usually means it's a shipping fanfiction. Shipping is when fans pair two characters together romantically, and usually it doesn't even have to be what's based off the canon. You can ship two characters that otherwise have never met with each other, and usually shipping tends to be very cringe. A lot of wars tend to start over which character gets to be paired romantically with which character, and let's just say it's a lot of bad stuff.
I hate lesbians.
I kept staring while Junior sat back in his chair smirking, and I couldn't help but think he was a little cute. I can't believe I read this out loud. School ended and I started walking home with Cody. He was quiet, so I said, "Hey Cody, wanna make out?" Not even 5 minutes! Straight up says he wants to make out. Okay, I'm not continuing any further. I gotta keep some of my sanity, alright? Alright, let's read a Jeffy one. Jeffy's Big Adventure. Okay, let's read this one. The beginning. Jeffy, it's time for your green bin, Jeff. This was written by a 4-year-old, wasn't it? No, Daddy, I don't want to cram bed. Jeffy sad. So bad your grandband. I can't read this. Morrow sad, Jeffy. Why did you throw the green beans onto couch sofa? Jeffy said beep beep no beans. I can't even believe this is real. This is real. I know there's bad fan fiction out there, but what even is this? I want to know what else happens. Jeffy goes to school. Baldi's Basics. Remember when that was relevant back in 2018? Jeffy arrived in Baldo Land at 5:87 in the noon and go into school house. Into school house, he saw Baldo from Baldo's Basics. I'm to ink mask. I don't even. And his wife Cup. This is so cringe. Can I ask, who wrote this? Was it a 4-year-old? Or was somebody who was smart enough to know how to write, but they decided to intentionally make this bad to torture anybody who wrote this? Honestly, I have no idea. Imagine a 7-year-old or a 4-year-old or some young kid being exposed to all of the crazy stuff that fanfiction is. Oh boy, his innocence sure was ruined. What the fuck is that cover? Oh, there's a lot of fanfiction out there. SML smut stories. What's smut? Request, if you have a ship in mind for me to make a smut fanfic about, then yeah. Okay, so it's about shipping, but what's smut? Let's check this out. I'm better than her, Brookvin. I'm guessing that's Brooklyn guy X Marvin. Marvin isn't trans in this fanfic. When was he ever trans in the main canon? After a long, tiring day, Brooklyn sits on the couch, slowly passing out. His wife went on a vacation, so he finally had peace and quiet. Suddenly, he hears the doorbell ring. He groans and gets up from the couch. He walks to the door and answers it. He sees Marvin standing there. Marvin is one of Brooklyn Guy's best friends. I mean, he is kinda his only friend. Although in secret, he saw Marvin as more than a friend. Oh, hey, Marv. Hey. Brooklyn Guy realized something was off. Marvin's voice was shaky, and he had dried tear stains on his cheeks. Brooklyn looked at Marvin, concerned. Marvin, you okay? Oh, yeah. Brooklyn Guy notices tears starting to run down Marvin's face. Marvin tries to wipe them away. Why are you crying? Here comes inside. Brooklyn Guy brings Marvin into his room and sits on his bed. Brooklyn Guy places his hand on Marvin's cheeks and turns his head slightly to face him. Marvin, what's wrong? Marvin began sobbing, not being able to calm himself down. Brooklyn Guy gently rubs his back and leans him against him. Brooklyn Guy hears Marvin slowly calming down. Brooklyn Guy faces him again. It's my wife. She let me guess, she cheated on him. Brooklyn puts on an annoyed expression. Brooklyn Guy hates Marvin's wife, Rose. She's rude, treats Marvin poorly, and she's a manipulative and gaslighting. You know, not too far off from the main canon, Rose. She cheated on me. Called it. Can I get a cookie? Brooklyn got pissed. He felt like going to Marvin's house and giving Rose a piece of his mind, but looking back at Marvin, he wanted to comfort him. Brooklyn brushed Marvin's brown hair away from his face and slowly stroked his back. Marvin softly cried as Brooklyn comforted him. After a few moments, Brooklyn heard soft snoring. He looked down and Marvin saw that he fell asleep. Brooklyn blushed and laid Marvin down on the bed. He laid next to him and continued to stroke his back. After a couple of minutes, Brooklyn fell asleep. Romantic. At around 2 in the morning, Marvin woke up. Just when he was gonna leave, he noticed Brooklyn guy's arm around his waist. Marvin's point of view. Crap. Brooklyn, could you get off me? Brooklyn didn't answer. Marvin sighed and laid back down. All of a sudden, Marvin felt Brooklyn kick off his... Brooklyn then gets... This video's over. Alright, I'm done.
On a side note, I know this is just fan fiction, but Nami x Vivi, I mean, I don't really see it. I don't even think either of them are lesbians. I just see them as sisters. I'm more of a Luna fan myself.
Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with